Okay, I started to open this up, and then I was like, yo, I should do an unboxing. Like, this is pretty dope, setup here. So I bought a chef knife on Amazon. I've given a few as gifts. I bought a few, for the food truck. We have, I've just been handling, okay to decent chef knives for a while. And I myself, my chef knife is decent, but it's German steel, hardened in America. What I bought was a Damascus, and not just like, I had to find a reputable company. I could have bought, I don't even know what they, like, just a handmade Damascus, I guess. But you got to find a company. So, like, these guys were on Amazon, and I mean, the reason why I say that is you want consistency, you want, the blades to be sharp, you want any major kinks could be worked out. And so, here we go. It says, what does that say? Wekit. All I know is that this is Japanese Damascus VG10 high carbon steel, 67 layer. It sounds like there's a couple companies that produce that, and it's going to be potentially the best for cutting because of the different types of metal making Damascus and where that metal lies. So here we go, unboxing. Just your nice fit cellophane wrapper over a very nice box. And the box itself was pretty heavy, but to me, it didn't necessarily seem like it was heavy from the contents inside, but more so from having like a magnetic box and everything else. All right, opens up. You don't have to slide it out. That's cool. I got my water, whatever absorbs the water, and I got a thank you card for purchasing this product. And wekit, again, I guess. I didn't really know that was their name. And then probably some information. High-end steel knives, so again, not... German is most common, I think, but this is Japanese VG10 high carbon stainless steel into a Damascus form, 67 layers. Which means they're at one point pressing 67 layers of metal together to get a piece of metal that they sculpt a knife out of. I do watch a lot of Forged in Fire, so I'm up on a lot of the information, at least with knives and types of metal. Closed on us, that's okay. It's magnetic. This is the knife itself. No unpackaging yet. It's in another plastic cellophane, like several things are. Okay, this is its polymaterial sheath, for lack of a better word, because you want something that works with the metal. And I'll probably pop it into my block here. It'll fit unless the spine is too thick, and that's the only thing. I couldn't get details on how thick the spine was. A good, heavy, strong, easily sharpenable, lots of options to sharpen. You have a 3mm spine. So this is it, man. I'm going to take the plastic off. We can see in the plastic that it's pretty sweet. They probably put it in the plastic with gloves. And you've got a big old Japanese symbol, or Chinese, probably Japanese, and all those little lines in there, that's going to be acid etched probably, but it gives you a sense of Damascus, like all the folds in the metal. The black, like I said, might be outside of the acid etch, but overall it's 67 layers of metal, and so it's got multiple metals, and they just tried to highlight that. I'm going to take a look at... Let me open it, and we'll see about the spine. Alright, so it's got something. They know how fucking crazy it is. They got something like that. Because in the box, You know, this knife, if it hit any like turbulence on a car or anything, this knife could have poked through the box. I could see that. This is something to where, like, back in the day when they had, what was that with Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner, and he had that knife that was so sharp, or it was a samurai sword that they dropped a piece of silk on it and caught. It looks kind of gold from the light, but right now you're seeing a lot of variety in the Damascus. It's got a decent weight. It's definitely heavier than my current chef knife. In addition to that, I believe you're probably the thickest part of the spine is 3 millimeters, and then down here it tapers off, like right where my right in the middle. It's tapered off here to where the metal gets really thin, but not terribly thin. I think even right here you're probably over a millimeter. So I'm happy with the thickness. I was worried it was not going to be thick. And I'm going to take a quicker look at the spine. This isn't all metal. It's hollow over the tang, and the tang is full. So it went into, it was really cool, like carbon design or whatever. I didn't buy it for this. I bought it because it was a really decent price for a Damascus chef knife. And like I said, as long as we line up and we get over 2 on the spine, I'm going to be a happy person. What that means is you have thicker metal to work with throughout, and you can sharpen it more times. So I'm going to be doing some cutting later, but I just wanted to check this out. This is cool. The gold is because it's twilight roughly here, and the light itself is kind of yellow, but this is dope. This is really cool. So I'm happy with this purchase. They say wekit. I don't know. They had a good price, and again, you know, if you want the highest quality and most sought after types of knives right now, you're looking for Damascus, and they all are Japanese VG10 high carbon Damascus 67 layer. And like I said, I think that comes from companies. This knife manufacturer doesn't manufacture the Damascus, but they sure know how to work with it. So I'm pumped. I'm so ready to cut with it. You can take a look pretty close and know that we have a nice edge. That whole thing is the edge. All right, in most knives you see this, but the edge itself is just right at the top point. The top half a millimeter is the edge, and this one actually the whole thing. Why? Because it's a thicker knife, so you get a nice half a millimeter or nice millimeter or so of blade that's actually the cutting edge. And this is supposed to be sharpened to 20 degrees per side. So wekit 8-inch chef knife, high carbon VG10 Japanese Damascus 67 layers. That's the knife you want to go with, and I'm pretty pleased with my unboxing. You know, it's got a strong stamp. You know, looks cool. The Damascus lined up looks cool. It looks so sharp. The weight is good. The handle's pretty cool looking. And so I'll catch up when I start to cut. But yeah, get a real cool knife for myself finally. Alright, well, we'll do some cooking, and I'll see you guys later.